Obviously, a successful week for us, beginning with a enjoyable match at UNO. Obviously, we understand what that match means to us, being that the proximity of the two schools. So anytime you can win a local derby is a good thing. And so was really pleased the way we came out, in particular, especially after a tough week and a half before that. So I thought it was a great response from the boys, and to be able to follow that up with a victory at Xavier, which is a very tough place to play at, was tremendous. And so we're hoping we can continue to trend in the right direction and have a positive result against Villanova on Saturday.
To see Blake get the recognition that he did, what did that mean, and what do you think that shows about where he's at?
No, it's good. I think not only does it help Blake, but it helps the entire group. We've always spoken about our defensive pressure starts with our center forward to be able to defend in the manner that we like to defend in, which is to press high and step our lines up. We also understand that it puts us in a situation where you might, if you're not sealing the box appropriately on our opponent's half, it might present itself in more opportunities in our goal. And so to have Blake be acknowledged for what he did between the posts is good, but I think it helps all of us, even though it's individually recognizing Blake.
How were you able to regroup the guys? I mean, those weren't just losses; those were devastating losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Felt like unjust losses. Like, how did you get them back together?
Yeah, I think what helped us is, number one, reassuring them and reminding them that we still believe in them, that we're confident in their ability, but also utilizing the data to kind of show them that we're doing all the right things to look for results. It was just like crazy unlucky circumstances that you talk about losses. I still think of the Providence result, and even though it was a tie, it felt like a loss because of the late equalizer that they had with 4 seconds left. And so, we made sure to during that week to encourage our guys, to remind our guys of our worth, to continue to believe in one another, and to back it up with the data that showed that, yes, we were the dominant side, and yes, even though it might have ended up not the way we were looking forward to it, we still deserve to win.
Does that UNO match emphasize that more, or maybe the next match where you win 1-0 because UNO is so emotional?
Absolutely. No, UNO being a great match in regards to our local derby, it reinforces it even more because we understand there's more on the line than just the 3 points. It's bragging rights, it's our local rival, it's our community, so on and so forth. So for all the right reasons, that match meant so much to us.
You guys on fall break right now?
Yes.
Is it different, weird, better, good?
Yeah. I think you could look at it both ways. Obviously the boys put the books down for a little bit, and before they do that, hopefully they're bringing in good report cards, which we keep track of. And so, but there could also be that there's more downtime for distractions, right? So I think it depends on how you look at it. For the most part, our guys are pretty good about managing their time, and things, knock on wood, things have been going okay this far. So we do enjoy being able to train in the mornings, which we can't during school because of our class schedules. So that aspect's been pretty cool.
What would you attribute to the performance at Xavier? That's not really an easy place to win, let alone control a match in that fashion. How were you able to put that 90 minutes together?
Guys are becoming more comfortable being uncomfortable, which a lot of times means that you're okay running for the next guy, right? So if somebody drops a little bit in regards to their defending, or somebody misses an assignment defensively, then the next guy's able to pick up for that guy that might have slacked off in that 2-3 second window. And so I think we're enjoying the craft of helping each other out and coming together. And so I think that contributed a lot to our victory at Xavier, which is a very hard place to get a result.
I don't know if you were asked it
Yeah, no, I want to continue, I want to see a continuing upward trend. You know, since 2 weeks ago, I felt like we've grown and we've progressed through each match. And we want to continue to see that, to be able to trend upward or forward from each match.
Actually, just a couple weeks ago, framing it around performances at Morrison. Are you guys better on the road this year for some reason? Like, what's have you been able to put your finger on why the performances seem more consistent through 90 minutes
Yeah.
on the road as opposed to at home?
You know, I think it's mental, to be honest with you. I think at home there might be a little bit of sense of a little bit too relaxed, if you know what I mean. We're on the road. Again, you're with your backs against the ropes. You're at somebody else's house. You got people in the stands shouting obscenities at you, and you feel like even the referee's against you type thing. And so when you're at home, you seem to be a little bit more relaxed. But I think there's a fine balance to that. Yeah, I'd rather be at home in front of our fans in this great facility that we have, that we're fortunate to have. I'd rather be able to sleep in my own bed as I prepare for a match. But we got to make sure that we find that balance between, enjoying those good things that come with being able to play at home, but still being able to stay 100% focused to get our result.
That 2022 squad was better on the road too. Are you noticing any like common threads with the mentality of performance when your backs are against the wall, all the things that all the variables that you said are going against?
You know, it's funny you bring that up, because although we don't like looking back, there's a lot of intricacies that are mirroring 22 to 24, right? I go back to being able to find a good balance between, hey, yeah, we are at home, but we still have to make sure that we're 100% focused on the job at hand.
So how do you focus for Villanova then? If you're really high right now, it's the opposite feeling that you had last week.
Yeah,
You know,
and
you're not as desperate now. Like you kind of have a little bit of relaxation that can seep in if you allow it to. How do you perform?
it's the reminders every day, and we've been talking about that quite a bit this week, and that we have to continue to trend and aspire for more. We can't now rely on the last two victories that we had. We have to continue to grow and get better, and we can't allow anybody to come into Morrison Stadium thinking that it's going to be an easy afternoon.
Got time for one more question?
Obviously, it's not the end goal, but just to get the first win in Big East play, what does that do for you guys heading towards the back half of the schedule?
It did a lot for us. It did wonders for us, and we're hoping to use that momentum to catapult us past Villanova on Saturday.
All right, thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right.